What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Mead Hall, where we find ourselves with the mighty Weland, who looks like he's just like in between a state of dress and undress and getting ready for the ladies. He's our ladies man from the Beowulf's challenge, and we are going to find out today whether he is any good as an actual hero. It looks like he's a holy hero. I believe we do have a couple of other heroes in the portal alongside him. So let's jump right in. We'll have a closer look at our brand new Beowulf's challenge heroes. So yeah, the challenge event is up. You guys can get going with that. To be fair, it's been such a busy day, I haven't even started, but it's a Saturday. So we can take our time. Oh yeah, I see we've got a 4-star Breca. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're going to have a look at him. Looks like he's like a water magician or something. His face also looks weird, but anyway, we'll get there in a moment. We will start off with Weland, though. He's featured alongside Weland, who is the absolute team player of all team players, and a hero that I actually really like. And also Freya Waru, who is just not only the most gorgeous freaking beauty on the planet, but also one of the best healers in the game, hands down. Just so much going on. I think to call her a healer only is a bit of doing her a bit of a disservice, because she's just so brilliant. The priority dispel, the massive boost, the ailments bit where she gives the negative mana generation and negative defense against specials as well. Yeah. She's an absolute beauty, all the great passives, etc. that are going on. But we aren't here to talk about Weland or Freya Waru. As much as they are incredible heroes, we're not here to talk about them. We are here for Weland. So, my boy, what do you actually do? So he is a paladin, it looks like, so that's going to be a good defensive class for him. He is part of the Beowulf family as well. So just for a recap, bonus for 1 or 2 heroes, 75 or 100% chance to cleanse a random cleansable status element from all allies when the character receives damage from an enemy special skill. I love that, because if you are bringing an ailment heavy team, and if that's how you're going to destroy the enemy, if they have these heroes on the opposition, whether they're tank, flank, wing, doesn't matter, they are going to be activating and cleansing status elements every time they take damage from your special skills. And it's something that you can easily forget about. So I really do like that. Event hero bonus. So the members of the family have a bonus in the Beowulf's challenge event, which is currently ongoing. They have perfect accuracy. So this character's special skill will never miss. And they also have an empowered resistance against mana reduction. So not only are they immune to mana reduction, they also gain 600 boosted health and 10% mana every time they resist mana reduction. So do not bring heroes up against the Beowulf family that reduce mana. You are going to get punished. And that's enough said. Just don't say I didn't warn you. It's great. I mean, those are both excellent passives, and the family bonus is awesome. Stacking attack on damage received. So when the character receives damage from special skills, again, they gain 30% attack and a stack of a maximum of 10. So again, not only are they cleansing status ailment from all allies, but they're also getting a 30% attack stack of every time that they take damage from special skills. So yeah, it's pretty brutal. He gets the Bulwark on the Ether talent, which, as you know, defense up is one of my favorites, because it means you don't have to worry about defense stats or survivability. So at the start of the battle, he gets an extra 15% defense and a further 1% every time he's hit. Really cool. Right. Now, I've talked you up in a big way, to be fair, Weland. Like, so far, everything that you've got going on is really, really good. So you better be able to back it up. So I can see the specials at slow speed. So womp womp. I mean, right away, that is a massive warning sign. But we will see. His stats look absolutely brilliant, by the way. 1650 on the team power. That seems really high. So we've had this chick, dude, whatever Ellery is, 1648. It looks like we've kind of skipped one. Where's 1649? We just went from 1648 straight to 1650. All right. Stop it. Freaking stop it, small giant. I'm watching you. Supposed to be 1 point power creep per hero. Now you jumped it to 2. What's next? Seriously. Anyway, he's a blacksmith, quite clearly. So Gleaming Sword of Iron and Mail is the special skill. He's going to deal 475% damage to all enemies. Woo, that's a lot of damage. And all allies have a 45% chance to drop any received damage to 1 for 5 turns. Ooh, that's great as well. It's very strong. I mean, if you put that alongside an uncleansable like buff person, like somebody who can make buffs uncleansable, that's going to be real frustrating. Okay, source of buffs. The following effects are cast on a random ally at the start of each turn. 100% special skill damage for 5 turns, 44% mana generation for 5 turns, and the source of buffs will activate 6 times. Each attempt to dispel it removes 1 activation. That's very, very strong. And yeah, you can be grateful that this guy is running at slow speed, because once he does get started, he's absolutely going to brutalize your entire team, your entire family, their entire family, the great grandparents of their families, and everybody else in between. Because yeah, he's a destroyer, straight up. And a slow speed hero should be that. I'm not mad at that. Like, don't get me wrong. If you let the slow speed hero fire, it should be difficult to come back from, or it should be almost game ending. Not like bloody Bernadette, where she fires and it is literally like the end of the world, although she's supposed to be very slow. But anyway, we won't even get into that conversation. But still, slow speed heroes should be awesome. And this guy certainly is. So not only is he never going to miss, so you can't deal with that with any kind of dodges or anything like that, he is going to be increasing his attack every time he takes damage as well. So yeah, 475% to all enemies is a huge hit from this guy. All allies then getting the 45% chance to drop received damage to 1 makes it so that it's going to be so frustrating. If you do not have a cleanse, I mean a dispel, because you're going to bloody need one. You're going to need to dispel this guy, because if you just waste out your specials on potentially like a 1 in 2 chance of dropping damage to 1, you are going to be kicking yourself, and it's going to be very hard to come back from. Come Rush Wars, this guy's going to be an absolute monster, because how do you deal with him running that fast? Just how? Yeah, he's very, very strong in terms of that. You do need a dispel to deal with that effect, because the sort of Knight's endurance effect that he's putting up there is incredibly strong. And then the source of buffs, I feel like for this guy is incredibly strong as well. So the following effects, it says cast on a random ally. So they're going to be 100% special skill damage for 5 turns. I mean, give that to somebody who does a boatload of damage and you're in business. Give it to a healer and it really doesn't matter. But it is randomized. So I guess there's that. But the 44% mana generation is always going to work, whether it's a healer or a hitter or whoever it is. And the source is going to activate 6 times. It's going to be every single start of every single turn following him casting his special. So yeah, you can underestimate that quite easily. But I think that on defensive teams, it really adds up. On offensive teams, I think it does add up as well. I think it's going to be something that's going to just sort of creep up on you and surprise you. And you'll be like, shit, my heroes are super fast now. And it'll all be thanks to the pretty boy, Weland. Anyway, I'm stoked on this hero. Don't fear the slow, bro. This guy is still a go-go. He is a good hero. So yeah, I will give him a solid. I'll put him up in the S tier. I think he's absolutely incredible. I think he's super fun. He's going to be super fun to play with. I think he can be used as a tank. With that, even in the upper tiers. And yes, it's going to be dispellable, so there are workarounds for him and stuff like that. But I still think that 9 times out of 10. You got to have it ready to go. You still got to have a special to dispel it. It's like Bernadette. You still got to have Loki ready to charge before she fires to be able to copy her. I mean, he's a great counter for her, but you still got to get him ready before she fires. And 9 times out of 10, it doesn't happen. So yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. Let's have a look at our 4-star. So we've got Breca, brand new 4-star in here, and he actually looks like a legendary hero to me. Like, it looks like they've done a bit of work on him. For a 4-star, to be fair, he looks like he's got a lot going on. He's somewhat of a water bender back in the days of mead halls and monsters. And yeah, let's have a look. So he's an ice hero. He is of the Beowulf family. So again, he's going to cleanse a random cleansable ailment from all allies when he receives damage. He also gets the empowered resistance against mana reduction. And it's not just a regular mana reduction resistance, but he boosts 600 boosted health and 10% mana every time he resists. And he also gets the attack stack on damage received. And this guy's stack is 30% as well. So that's pretty huge. I mean, especially if he's dealing damage, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's have a look at what this guy's doing. Trial of the Waters. Of course it is. Running at slow speed, so another slow hero, deals 220% damage to all enemies. All allies get plus 35% defense for 5 turns. The effect durations then reset if the effect owner is hit with direct damage from a special skill. That's interesting. And then all allies recover 500 HP over 5 turns. And again, the effect durations reset if the status effect owner is hit with direct damage from a special skill. Okay. I wish it was more damage. Like, I just want, like, we actually don't need this kind of hero. Man, I'm sorry to say it, but like, okay, one good thing about him, the resistance against the mana reductions doesn't really play a huge factor at the 4-star level, but this will. So the stacking attack on damage received, so increasing that stack up where he can get up to an extra of 10 stacks is obviously going to make his special hit harder over time. It's going to make his tiles hit harder over time and everything like that. He's got a cleanse, which is happening, which isn't that relevant at the 4-star level because you do have a lot of reflectors and you've got the glass costumes, you've got the tomb costumes that resist pretty much everything like 99.9% of the time. So you don't really need it that much. But I do think that's going to come into play, and I don't think that's going to come into play very much. So 220% is not enough damage to me. At slow speed, it's not enough damage. There should then be a defense reduction for 5 turns, because I just don't see 35% increased defense being a humongous thing. And it's a dispellable thing. There's a heck of a lot of dispellers at the 4-star level, readily accessible and all really good. The effect duration resetting if they're hit with direct damage. Doesn't matter if it's been dispelled. You can even dispel these things with tiles. So yeah, the effect won't be there to refresh. And then all allies recovering 500 HP over 5 turns. I mean, big whoop, it's not very much. Why does he keep disappearing? Because I've seen through your fancy water tactics and you're actually a shitty hero. Yeah, I don't like him, which is annoying because I really wanted to like him. I hate it when that happens. So giving all allies a little bit of health recovery over 5 turns it's okay. It's annoying, but I don't think it's really going to help you get out of a tight situation. I mean, you need a percentage heal for something like that. So yeah, I'm not impressed, unfortunately, by Breca. Can't say the same for Weland, because we'll go back to him and I'll have another smile on my face. And it's not just because he looks incredible. It is because he's an excellent hero. So yeah, I would say any single one of these featured heroes are going to be absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I definitely do like Weland. So please let me know in the comments what you guys think of our brand new hero from the Beowulf event. Do drop us a like and don't forget to subscribe. Share it with your mother, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.